Good morning, Levi. It's Thursday, I think. I have been very busy, and that's why I'm coming to you not in my room, but instead in a classroom, because I just finished up a test, and then I have about 30 extra minutes before my next class starts. So I thought I'd make a video in this freaking beautiful room. Look at how nice it is outside. Wow. You can't see it. It looks like the Rapture. There you go. There's some plants. Incredible. Levi, this video is not about me being in a classroom as much as I'd like it to be. I do want to talk to you though about something that I've been noticing recently, and that is the failure to accurately preserve old video games. And I know what you might be thinking, Asa, is this gonna be a video about emulation? No, it's not really. It's more specifically, it's not that games aren't being put on new platforms, it's that they're doing it badly. Obviously, companies have their reasons for this. They want to save money on porting things. But as someone who has been recently playing through a lot of old Square RPGs, I played Chrono Trigger, obviously. I did a whole thing over the summer about that. But I started playing Final Fantasy VII recently, the re-release on Steam, because it was on sale for like $2. And man, they are not ideal. Basically what that means is that they crash all the time and they are just very poorly optimized. A lot of the things are pretty janky, which, to be fair, with games at the time, they were already pretty janky. But there's definitely a space where they could have made these games so much better for like little effort that they chose not to. And I think that's really sad. And beyond being sad, it is also ruining the gaming catalog for future generations. Eventually, there's going to be a point where we get a new, computer operating system that can't run this version of Final Fantasy VII. And then maybe the re-release after that is going to be even worse, or maybe there won't be one at all. So we're getting to the point where things keep going down, and eventually we're going to stop having old games, which is why at the beginning of the video I mentioned emulation, because everyone's going to say, just emulate the games online. People post up raw files of them, ROMs, and then people could just download them and use those. And yeah, I think that has a point. I think it has a place, especially when it's very evident that a lot of companies don't really care about preserving this history, which is sad. But I just wish more companies would actually care, because it is something that matters. It is something that, like, people are going to want to be able to go back and play Final Fantasy VII and say, oh my goodness, this is where, like, so much of gaming culture comes from. This is where Sephiroth's from, the big villain guy from all the Final Fantasy games. This is where a lot of games got their time-based RPG mechanics, like turn-based, but also time-based. There's a lot of things from Final Fantasy VII. Maybe I'll make a video about the history, but it's very cool to look back and see where these types of things come from, and have that kind of history, and play one of the games that a lot of people say is like top 10 of all time, and I don't want that to get taken away. So Levi, let's try not to do that. Thanks for watching this ramble of a video. I'm gonna edit it right now before I go to my next class, but I wanted to put something out about something I've been thinking about. But Levi, I hope you're well. I hope you're having a good time, and I will see you on whenever.